Woods v. Roberts, 1818, is an early English contract law case that helped reinforce the principle that performing an existing contractual duty does not amount to valid consideration for a new promise. In this case, Roberts was a tenant who was already bound under his lease to keep certain premises in good repair. During the tenancy, the landlord, Woods, promised to pay Roberts a sum of money if he carried out the necessary repairs. Relying on this promise, Roberts completed the repair work. However, when he later claimed the promised payment, Woods refused to pay, arguing that Roberts had only done what he was already legally required to do under the lease agreement. Roberts then sued to enforce the promise. The court held in favor of Woods and ruled that the promise was not legally binding. It reasoned that Roberts had provided no fresh consideration, because he was already under a contractual obligation to carry out the repairs. Since he had not gone beyond his existing duty, there was nothing new given in exchange for the landlord's promise to pay. As a result, the agreement lacked consideration and could not be enforced. This case supported the traditional rule later seen in Stilk versus Myrick, that doing what one is already bound to do under a contract is not sufficient to support a new promise. The legal principle established by Woods v. Roberts is that a promise to pay for the performance of an existing contractual obligation is generally unenforceable unless the person provides something extra or different. A daily life example is where an employee is hired to clean an office for a fixed salary, and the employer later promises extra pay if the employee continues cleaning as usual. If the employee only performs the same duties already agreed, the promise of extra pay is not legally binding, because no new consideration has been given. Now, if you're entering any contract, remember, proper notification matters. It protects your rights. Explore more on contract law to get informed. Understanding these principles can save you time and headaches in the future.